Hello everyone, my name is the RetroDan and today I'm here to talk to you about RPGs. Most specifically, why I think it's the best type of game to trophy hunt in and why you should do so. As you probably know, almost every game nowadays has a platinum trophy regardless of what genre it is, from platformers to action games to hack and slashes and collectathons. Every game has a platinum with different criteria for its completion in regards to trophies and achievements. But in my personal opinion, none feel as rewarding as completing an RPG to 100%. When completing games other than RPGs, you rarely have a good amount of intricate systems that require a more complex understanding of the game and that require you to interact with more and more of the game's content, resulting in what a lot of times are bottom tier trophy lists that focus on repeated meaningless tasks or blend trophies that don't invoke a single spark of thought inside of our monkey brains. This is where RPGs tend to differ from other genres. Most RPGs with a good amount of depth have various systems that affect the moment-to-moment gameplay, either affecting how you interact with the world around you, with stores and interactions with NPCs for example, or with class and gearing systems that affect the game's combat. It's because of these complex systems that RPG trophy lists tend to be more fulfilling, as they tend to steer you in a direction that somewhat forces you into fully enjoying and learning every system in a video game. By learning these systems and platinuming an RPG, more than often you will end up with a complex understanding of said systems, which can be very rewarding when it comes to communicating with other players, leaving you with some pride of the things you actually learned and giving you the ability to write guides and maybe make videos about said game with the knowledge you acquired. The other way in which platinuming an RPG is very rewarding is for all of the people who really like complex universes and lore, since most RPGs will have you completing a bunch of a game's side content and quest lines, which often provide very good insights into a game's universe and characters. A perfect example of this are some of the West's most popular RPGs of the past decade, like Skyrim or The Witcher 3, in which I found myself completing all the optional side campaigns just to see Geralt get as much character development as possible and to learn as much as I could of the game's universe. In terms of mechanics and how complex they can be once you delve into platinum trophying an RPG, a recent example that I found myself being very surprised with was Castlevania Symphony of the Night, a Metroidvania game heavy with RPG elements that, if not for the platinum trophy, I would even never know a handful of things were part of the game. Last but not least, I think platinuming RPGs is an excellent gateway into what might be overwhelming franchises, case in point of this example being Final Fantasy XV, which had one of the simplest platinum trophies in the franchise and ended up bringing a ton of new player base that then converted into the older and even the newer games. While I will never be an apologist of only playing one genre of games, as I honestly think you should play a lot of games to have tons of different experiences, I'm making this video for all of you who might feel overwhelmed when looking at RPGs' long and overwhelming trophy lists, so you can feel encouraged to try and platinum an RPG you have heard good things about and maybe even thought of playing, but didn't because you thought you couldn't platinum it. If this motivated you to try and get a platinum for an RPG game, I'm glad it did, and please go ahead and comment what RPG you are planning on playing. If this video gets a good amount of likes, I will make sure to make a list of platinum trophies for RPGs I think you guys should go ahead and try to get if you are beginners in the genre. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed so you don't miss any of the future content, and make sure you watch the older videos, which are quite entertaining if I do say so myself. Other than that, this has been the RetroDan, and I'm out.